Good afternoon, my dancing crew. How did you get on? Did you enjoy making up your worm rain dances? Did you convince any worms that it was raining? I wonder. Now we're going to stick with our wormy theme this afternoon, and we're going to do some more understanding the world. So we're going to think a bit more about where worms live and what they're like, okay? And the way that you do that this afternoon is up to you. So choice number 1 is to make a wormery, which I'll tell you a bit more about in a second. Or choice number 2 is to do one of our super wormy home learning activities, which are on the activity mat on that next card. So I don't mind what you choose. If you fancy making something crafty, you could have a look on the activity mat and choose one of those jobs. If you want to keep using your body, you could do the move like a mini beast job. Or if you want to focus a bit more on your worms, then the wormery job might be the one for you. Now, a wormery is a special kind of home that humans can make for worms. Now, I've put a list of all the things you'll need to make a wormery. So see what you've got at home. If you've got those bits and bobs and you want to make one, fabulous. If you haven't got everything you need today, don't worry. Keep it in mind and maybe save that job until you have got all of those bits and bobs. But basically what you do is you get a see-through container, and that's really important because we want to see the worms, and you fill it with soil and sand and compost, and then you put some worms in it and you leave them alone for a day or so, and then once you go back to them, you should hopefully be able to see where the worms have travelled through the soil. So basically it's a way for us to see what worms do underground without having to dig underground to get them. It's hard for us to see, isn't it? Because we can't get into the soil with them. So a wormery is a way of you being able to see all of those clever things that they do with the soil. Now we learnt yesterday, didn't we, how important a worm is to the soil, because a worm makes tunnels and mixes all the soil up and puts all the nutrients in the soil that it eats, doesn't it? So if you fancy being really scientific and making yourself a wormery, you can crack on with that job this afternoon. Or like I said, if you don't fancy that, or you haven't got the bits and bobs, that's absolutely fine. Choose one of our other wormy jobs to do. Or you might have your own idea of a wormy job that you'd like to do this afternoon. And if you have, crack on with that, guys. I really don't mind. You do whatever makes you happy, okay? Once you're finished, have a snack, wash your hands if you've been making a wormery, and we've got a special worm song to finish off our day. We always sing a song at the end of the day on Wednesday, don't we? And today's is called Wiggly Woo. Now, seahorses, it's your turn for Teams meetings today. I'll see you there. I've got an information book to share with you today called Mad About Mini Beasts. And Starfish, I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a brilliant afternoon, everybody, whatever you decide to do, and I'll see you again at the end of the day.